Welcome back to M News now. As schools reopen across South Africa after the December holiday season on Wednesday, millions of children started school for the very first time in their lives. Among those were, of course, children with special needs. Now, what is it like to teach children with special needs, and what are some of the challenges that those teachers face? To find out more, we are very pleased to be joined by Ms. Sethembile Mkhize, who is the principal at the Winnie Madikizela Mandela School, which caters for children with special needs. Ma, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning to you, and thank you for having me here.
Ma'am Sethembile, do tell us, what is it like working with kids with special needs?
Personally, I would say working with children with special needs, for me, it's like working with other children. I'm a teacher by profession. I've taught at a high school. I've taught at different kinds of school. So for me, being at a school for children with special needs, I take it as seriously as I take my job as being a teacher at a high school teaching mathematics. I love what I'm doing. And, you know, for me, it's just being given an opportunity to exercise what I can do with them, what God has given me. You know, for me, teaching is a calling. So I do it from within. It's just like being a teacher in any other school.
So there's absolutely no difference. But Mama Sethembile, do tell us, what are some of the challenges that you come across in your daily, on a daily basis in a special needs school?
I would say the first challenge is the stigma around us. People pass by our school, or maybe I would say it has happened also at other special schools that I've worked at, to say people do not know, but people will be judgmental. Our children are being transported in buses that bear the school name. But what we find is that around the township, when children are boarding onto these buses, already people laugh at them, and they think this is a bus for years. So it becomes difficult even for kids to get into the bus. Some of them do not use a bus, but others are being transported by kids. So the stigma, which I believe is based on other people, I'm not saying everyone, people not understanding, not people not being willing to learn more about what needs to be done when you are a teacher or when you are just a parent of this kind of a learner. So the stigma goes a long way. Also for the fact that, you know, the challenge is normally, like our school, we have learners from 6 to 21 years.
Wow.
After 21 years, the challenge is no one is ready to admit our learners. There is no tertiary institution for them. So after 21 years, we are sitting with a challenge to say, what next? Because even parents, when they bring children to our school, some of them have got expectations.
Absolutely.
Thank
Look,
you.
Ma, let's continue on that point. I mean, what then should people understand about these children with special needs that are students?
I would say, I think the biggest, what I think is a solution is that people, more and more people should learn what it means to have a child with special needs. You know, what I've learned is that until it happens to you, until you have a child, then you take it seriously. Yeah. I specialized in sign language, you know, because of some personal reasons. My mom was working there. But, you know, people would look at me and people tell me I've got a heart. And I look at someone and say, who doesn't have a heart? The only thing I did, by God's grace, because my mom was there, I learned. Informally, I started learning informally. But formally, I also tried and I registered. I learned about special education. I learned about how to assist these learners. So it's the only contribution that you can do or the community can do is firstly to learn. Because even if you wanted to help a child that is deaf using sign language, if you have not learned the sign language, it becomes difficult for you.
Ma, let's extend on that point also. I mean, you just spoke about assistance there. In terms of support for things like infrastructure, let's say designed for special needs, what more still needs to be done? And what is it that you can appeal to the public or the private sector or even government as you sit here today?
Okay, thank you very much. I will be grateful. I would like to say thank you. Lately, starting from our national government, special education has been given a priority. So I'm really grateful. I'm grateful to SABC for having me here. At this time of the year, everyone is thinking about matric results. So now that today we are talking special education, then I think this is a good move. But in addition to that, we are expecting partnerships. We are training kids in skills. We are grateful, I'm personally grateful to other departments, social development, sports, because these people normally come to us, there is that partnership, but it's not enough. When it comes to employment, the community, we are not ready to employ these kids. And the only thing that I can say as encouragement in employing these kids is that these kids can do something only with support.
Absolutely.
Even here at SABC, they can come and sweep here as long there is a second person that understands this child.
So you're
the child
appealing for
sweep.
opportunities, Ma'am Satembe.
That is all I'm asking for, is for them to be given an opportunity and for them to be seen through their abilities more than being seen according to their disabilities. I'm just talking generally from my heart. I could be wrong, but that is what I've learned, is that as long as you find something positive in this one child, then you concentrate on that and you support by making sure that whenever he does something, you are there, so that when he needs support or when she needs support,
Ma'am Satembe, let's talk about that. I mean, I'm sure the kids that come to your school also, you know, or some parents that are watching at home saying, what are some of the activities that the school actually offers? Is there sports and, you know, extramural activities that you have at the school? Do tell us more.
Thank you very much. Definitely, sports is part of our curriculum. We also offer skills such as woodwork, brick making, hairdressing. And like I said, the challenge is, I must be grateful that people are coming to buy bricks at our school.
Wow.
We also have welding, so that partnership would see our learners producing gates for someone that can come and buy them. I think that is starting from the school. Yes, we are a school, but we are willing, and actually we are doing that. We have a garden where few of our neighbors come in and buy the vegetables.
Wow.
So that is what I'm saying to say. After 21 years, no one is readily available for them to be working, but starting from the time when they are still with us at school. So I'm encouraging that people should come in, even at other special schools, at other workshops, because some of them, they are at workshops, you know, protective workshops. Go in there and find out how you can contribute, just to make sure that they are being accommodated in the normal society.
Absolutely. Ma'am Satembe, let's talk about where people can get more information, particularly about the schools, maybe the parents that want to send their children to a school, or maybe donors that want to be part of the school, or even want to recruit from the school. As you said, you have very skilled individuals at your school.
Okay, I'm just doing this on behalf of everyone that has got passion on special education. But I really want to follow protocol to say, in as far as information is concerned, we have the districts, you know, where admission is centralized, where information may be received. And also at head office.
Is there a contact number?
Yes, but I don't know if I would be doing the right thing. But yeah, in as far as our school is concerned, maybe I can only give my personal, you know, phone number, or maybe the school's phone number.
Yes, give us the school's phone number.
Yes, the school's phone number, because the school is at Snawane. The school's phone number is 011 984 4472. 4472. That number again is 011 984 4472. 447. That number again? 011 984
yes
4472.
4472. So I was right. And are you still taking in admissions? We know that you know, there might be a certain process that you can actually admit your school or your child into a school. But how does your process work, Ma?
Admission is centralized, given to the district.
Okay.
But you know, it becomes practical, because what is also important is for parents that are applying for learners at our schools to get some sort of, you know, I would say counseling or information. Because I'll just make one practical example to say, this week my heart was sore when a learner came with his mother, and the mother was in tears, because when the child was referred to our school, this mother does not understand. In as much as I'm saying districts are responsible, but there is other colleagues like myself that are knowledgeable. So I would say to those that are available, we should just give information. This is why I'm thanking SABC for this opportunity to say it is possible, as long as you can get in touch with someone that understands. The process is different from what is happening with normal schools.
Yes.
Because like our application could be done throughout the year. But the important part is that I personally think parents need information.
Absolutely.
Which should be received by the time the child is being referred to our school, because parents will come with big expectations, expecting that after 21 years, the child can go on to a technical college. So, which does not happen. So, as parents are being referred and children are being referred, they should be informed. So the district, the colleagues, I respect them, but the number of them as compared to the parents coming in. So I'm urging colleagues that work with special needs just to give the information and give some counseling.
Let's give more information about your curriculum at the school, Ma.
Oh my dear. The curriculum, I would say, basically, it's a little bit of literacy, numeracy, and life skills. Because remember, children, like in our specific school, they are SID learners, which means they are severely intellectually disabled. So the curriculum is supposed to suit that kind of a learner, which means it should be less academic and more practical. So that is what we do. The bigger part of the morning from 8 to 10 o'clock, we try to concentrate on those things, literacy, numeracy, and life skills. And then in the afternoon, this is where we try, starting from the small ones, to give them skills, starting from beadwork, depending on also what the child is showing us as his or her talent.
So you do encourage skills development basically at your school?
Definitely we do, but also looking at the personal talent. A child that is good in running, then that is why I'm thanking Department of Sports and Recreation to say they have been given opportunities. They've gone to Italy and other countries.
Let's talk about that. Give us some of the success stories, Mom Setembi.
Oh my dear. I would say last year, also at our district level, 2 of our learners, they received awards as being the best learners under special needs as a category.
Wow.
But also going on nationally, there is sports that is going on, like also international sports. One of the colleagues, I would say Mr. Gubai, was also on SABC talking about that kind of an exercise where learners, they start at school level, go provincially and nationally, and ultimately they are also going internationally. So I'm really grateful, or we are really grateful for that.
Mom Setembi, thank you so much for joining us, and of course, best of luck with the rest of this academic year. That is 2017. The contact details for that school, once again, 011 984 4472. 011 984 4472. That was the principal, Mama Setembile Mkhize. She is the principal, rather, of the Winnie Madikizela Mandela School, which caters for children with special needs.